It's really too bad that me and my partner are the kind of people who are simultaneously hard and very, very easy to buy gifts for. For me, less so because I rarely express a desire for things because I don't want presents. So when I get one, I'm usually just grateful to have been thought of. If it's something I don't really need, then eventually I just phase it out of my life with spring cleanings. My partner, Z, however, when it comes to gift giving holidays, he's technically the easiest person in the world to buy for because he will tell you exactly what he wants. Usually they're more expensive items because he doesn't just want completely random things, but his family is pretty good about using combined gifting where multiple people will chip in for just the one thing for that person. The problem with him being so specific, though, is that people don't listen. Like, he can send them an exact product description and a link where they can order it, and they will still manage to not get that one. And it's really frustrating because you want to be grateful, but you also just aren't because they didn't actually get you what you asked for. They actually actively got you something that you didn't ask for. It's not a gift anymore, it's a useless item that you're expected to performatively show thanks for, and then have the burden of getting rid of, and you still don't have the thing that you wanted, so money was wasted even if it wasn't yours. The perfect example of this happened at Christmas. Z asked for a collapsible shovel that could fit in the trunk of our car so that he could have it around if we ever got stuck. Like, it would help us in that situation. He sent the item listing, told them the use case, highlighted the measurements that he needed, and then they bought some other, presumably slightly cheaper shovel that is too big and doesn't fit in the trunk. So its intended purpose is moot and it's altogether useless to him. Like, gee thanks, I'd rather you just didn't. We had a really awkward moment a couple days ago of a similar nature. Z's father bought a bin with a green lid and was going to give it to me because I love green things and bins are very useful when I'm traveling with them. And that was super thoughtful of him. But then Z saw it and he asks, "What's the brand?" And it was not Canadian Tire brand that the rest of our bins are. So he was pretty blunt about it while saying, like, "No, sorry, that doesn't work." Like, she cannot have that bin doesn't fit with the rest of our bins. Not color-wise, but the fact that it doesn't slot into the other bins properly, which is the whole point of the system of bins that we have. And his dad was rebuffed by it, of course, like, asking, like, what? I can't have my bins for my own stuff? Like, Z doesn't get to make that choice for me, right? But unfortunately, I had to agree with Z. I like and I understand the point of the bins that we have. I don't want to mess with his system. They're all the same brand so that they can lock together, and getting any one that's different just becomes an inconvenience jostling around wherever we bring it. I respect the bin system, but that unfortunately means that that kind of gift you also can't give to me. And those moments really suck because people try to be nice, and we appreciate that very much. But there's some things, specifically things that have a practical use, that are the way that they are for a reason, and deviating from that for the sake of a gift defeats the purpose. Or rather, like, getting a gift that deviates from that is suddenly less of a gift and more of an imposition. We mended the storage box thing, like, sorry, thank you for thinking about us. I'm sorry that the bin doesn't fit with the bin. But the shovel gift is the real anecdote here, because it's very hard to get random gifts for people who have precise needs, like the bins. But simultaneously, somehow, even when those difficult receivers make it dead simple by providing all of the necessary information, that also usually just gets ignored. It's when people make substitutes for gifts that no longer fit the original purpose that it becomes like, I don't mean to be ungrateful, but you're the one who failed the assignment.